Hello and welcome back to Cupcake Gemma and to Crumbs and Doilies. Now if you watched last week's video you will know that Gemma is still off, she's in bed resting up. Hopefully she's going to be back with you guys soon because she really misses you and she really misses baking as well, which is really sad because it's what she loves to do. So I thought there's got to be something that we can do with Gemma to get you guys back baking together, and it's nearly Christmas, which is probably the best time of year ever, and it's really fun to bake at Christmas, and one of the best things to do is make gingerbread men because you can give them as gifts, you can hang them on the tree, and I thought it would be great if we go into the kitchen, we'll whip up a batch of gingerbread men and then we'll pack them up, we'll head up to Gemma's house and hopefully Gemma and I can do some decorating together. Okay, so I'm guessing that most of you have probably made gingerbread men in your lifetime, but I'm going to give you my recipe because I think that it is absolutely ace. And it all starts with 125 grams of soft unsalted butter and 175 grams of light brown sugar. You can use dark brown as well, it just adds a bit more of a caramelly taste and sometimes it can be a little bit too overpowering. Ooh. And I'm going to put that on the mixer and we're going to cream it together just for a couple of minutes. Okay, so now we're going to add some wet ingredients, and I've got 80 grams of golden syrup. If you're in the States or you can't get hold of golden syrup, corn syrup will also do the job. And to that I'm going to add 1 large egg. Just mixing that together before putting it into our mixer, and we're going to turn it on and cream it together. So once that's nice and smooth and combined, sometimes it can take a little while, it looks kind of split, but keep mixing and it will come together. We can add our dry ingredients, and I've got 350 grams of plain flour, that's going to go straight into the bowl, along with 1 teaspoon of baking powder, just to give it a little bit of lift, and a good pinch of salt, and then our spices. So this is my all-time favourite Christmas spice mix, and I've got 1 rounded teaspoon of both ginger and cinnamon, along with a little pinch of nutmeg and cloves. And we're just going to turn that onto a low speed and bring it together until it forms one dough. Okay, that is the dough completed. So now all we need to do is let this rest for about 30 minutes to an hour in the fridge, just to let the gluten relax, and also baking the cookies from a chilled dough is going to help prevent them from spreading. So we just need to get all of the dough out onto the surface. Now if you find that your dough is quite sticky at this stage and you're not able to form a nice ball without your hands getting covered, just add in a little bit of plain flour and kind of knead it into it until you are able to form a nice ball. And then what we're going to do is just wrap it in some cling film and put it in the fridge. So I made one earlier so we can get to Gemma's house quicker and get on with the decorating. It's been in for about an hour and it's nice and firm, ready for us to roll out. So I've got my big rolling pin and I'm going to dust the surface with a little bit of plain flour. And a little bit just on top of the dough so that our rolling pin doesn't stick to it. And now we can start rolling it out. And we're going to aim for about 4 millimeters in thickness. Right, so now we can start cutting out our cookies. You can do these whatever shape you want, you don't have to do gingerbread men, but I'm just putting a bit of flour on the surface and dusting the cutter in it so it doesn't stick to the cookie dough, and then we'll chop them out. So I'm just putting them onto a baking tray. I've got these nice non-stick kind of Silpat thingies here, but you just use a bit of greaseproof paper. And they're going to spread a little bit, but not loads. So put a bit of space between each cookie so that they don't stick together. So once you've cut all the gingerbread that you can out of that one sheet, then bring all the dough back together and roll it out again. Okay, so now it's time to bake them. So make sure that your oven is preheated to 170 degrees C with a fan, and we're going to bake them for 10 minutes until they're nice and golden on top. So those look perfect. You can see the outsides are just starting to turn nice and brown and golden. So we'll let those cool down and we'll whip up some royal icing. We'll make some colours and then we'll pack it up and we'll go and see Jemma. So we're going to start with 400 grams of icing sugar. And to that we're going to add some egg white powder. You can normally get this in supermarkets, you can definitely get it in the stores here in the UK, but if not you can use fresh egg whites. And we're going to use 15 grams of that. And then we're going to add some water, and I'm going to start with 4 tablespoons of water, and it's probably going to be a bit stiff, but that's fine. It's better to add a bit extra than make it too wet to begin with. So as you can see, the mix is really struggling with this and it's not smooth, it's all lumpy. So I'm going to add a tiny bit of water at a time until it's nice and smooth. And once we've got the right consistency, we're just going to leave it whipping for about 5 minutes just to get it nice and airy. It's going to make it much easier for us to pipe with it. So now I'm just going to mix up a few colours before we head over to Jemma's house. Some Christmassy ones and then a little bit of black and white so we can give some detail to our gingerbread men. So that's my cookies and the icing all packed up. Now I just need to go and get myself ready and we can head off to Jemma's. Bye guys! We have made it across London. If we were in New York, we'd say we'd come uptown, but unfortunately we are not. We are in cold, chilly North London. Hopefully it's nice and cosy in Jemma's house, so let's go and see her. Hopefully she's in. She's coming. Hi! Look who it is! Hi!
Oh, hello.
Let's get inside, it's cold, come on.
Thanks so much for coming over.
That's okay.
I've been really bored.
I mean, I've brought you, well, good, because I brought you some fun stuff.
Oh, good.
I brought you some cookies, gingerbread.
Little naked man.
Don't eat it yet.
No, but they just smell really good, sorry.
Hey, that's because they're full of our favourite Christmas spice mix.
Yum.
And yeah, brought lots of icing as well so that we can have a little decorating session.
Oh, good. This is so much more exciting than Netflix.
Yes, I win.
I've watched all of now. So.
Awesome.
So
we need to get them in these little baggies.
Let's do it.
Let's do it, indeed. This is when it's great to have a friend.
Yeah.
To help you fill your piping bags. Whoop. Whee! Do you need a little bit of water?
That feels a bit stiff.
It's always good to have a little bit of extra water just in case it feels too stiff. And like when we were making it, I said it's always easier to add more water, like don't make it too runny.
Right, we are all piped.
We are.
Well, we're not piped yet, we're piping bagged.
And I'm sure you guys know already, but Jemma is the queen of piping.
That's very kind of you.
She is.
I'll take it.
She's like a master at this stuff, so I think you're going to go first and I'm just going to copy you.
All right, but you have got a wonderful little mind of your own.
Oh, wow.
I have also done a very extensive piping masterclass video, so please check that out because there's loads of really good tips on how to control your royal icing in the piping bag and just other great tips on shapes and stuff. I'm going to get going. This guy, he can't see anything, he can't even talk, he's got no clothes on.
He's a little naked man.
He has not got any personality yet, so I'm going to start by giving him some eyes and I'm going to go big on these eyes.
Okay. Crikey, those are big eyes.
They are big eyes. They're so wide because they're so excited about Christmas, but they are a little bit dull, so I'm going to give them some highlights with some white royal icing.
See, this is why she's the queen of this. Highlights. Big eyes. Oh, cute.
Are you just gonna copy me?
I'm just gonna copy you. They're like kawaii eyes.
Kawaiis.
Kawaiis.
Very cute.
Very cute indeed.
So he needs a mouth, otherwise he's not going to tell us how much he loves us for creating him.
Or how much he's gonna beg us not to eat him. Puppies. I want the red.
Okay, that's good because I need the white because I need to give him a wintry outfit, starting with some fluffy woolly cuffs.
Ooh, what a fashionable little guy he is.
Very, very stylish.
So, Gemma, what are you doing for Christmas this year?
Well, it's a touchy subject actually because I was supposed to be going on my honeymoon to Australia.
Oh no.
With my husband, obviously, and some friends, and we were going to go for about a month. But literally everyone I've spoken to, including many medical professionals, has advised me that it's a really bad idea to go on a 24-hour flight with a slip disc.
Yeah, I mean, I'm absolutely not a medical person, but even I think that's a silly idea.
It's silly. It's such a shame though, and it's gutting. But we're going to go to Devon instead, which isn't going to be as hot. Obviously.
Quite the
but
opposite.
we're going to be able to take Curtis, so the dog will come.
Yay!
Which is nice because obviously he wasn't coming to Australia because he is a dog.
And he would need a puppy passport or something.
Oh yeah, oh, and that's very complicated.
Right, what next?
Well, I feel like I should make a wife
Oh,
for my little man.
a lady.
Lady, gingerbread lady.
Okay, well, let's see how that goes.
So, is it eating time?
Yeah, I think it is eating time.
I mean, it's a shame to ruin all that hard work, but what's the point?
Exactly.
If we're not going to get to eat them at the end.
The whole point is eating cookies.
I am going to go foot first though, because there's something a little bit macabre about eating it ahead of a cookie. Oh, but you just like that. So spicy.
It's nice, isn't it?
What's in there again?
Cinnamon, ginger, nutmeg, cloves.
Oh, all the Christmas spices. Yum
I
yum.
told you.
Oh,
Yeah, really good. They're kind of like a little bit, they're not super biscuity too.
No.
I think because they've got the baking powder in there that we said giving them some lift. It's like a nice kind of, not chewy, but crunchy on the outside, a bit lighter in the
A
middle.
little bit soft, but
Yeah.
not soft like they're going to wilt. Well, thank you so much for bringing these round, but also bringing the fun because I've been very, very bored on my sofa.
We missed you, and these guys missed you, so
I miss you, Rose.
she's back.
Well, I'm certainly back here sitting out on a chair with eating a cookie.
Yummy. And yeah, don't forget to check out the website for your last minute Christmas orders.
There's loads of stuff on there. So if you've never been there, you
Yeah.
better go there now and
Like
find out all the
these.
stuff.
Like I just seen this on Gemma's shelf. A little badge. You know, there's all sorts of stuff, tea towels, or heaps of stuff. So please go and check it out. And we'll be back with hopefully some more Christmassy recipes for you guys.
Yeah.
Oh, and the Ask Me Anything answers as well is
Oh,
coming
yeah.
up. So don't forget to tune in for that because we'll be here with Gemma.
Answering all your questions.
Yay.
And with all the pillows and cushions.
And maybe cake.
Oh, I hope so.
Yay. All right.
See you
Until
then.
then. Bye.
Bye.